Hello, and welcome back everybody to another episode of A Slice of Fried Gold. My name is Paddy.
And I'm Ben.
If you're joining us for the first time, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell, and if you are listening to us on Spotify, please do give us a 5-star review. With that all being said, Ben, how are you? Oh, that was a big sigh.
Oh mein Gott.
Oh dear.
It's been such a week, I've just turned German.
I was going to say, that was very... You forgot your own nationality then.
It's where to begin? I feel like I could rant for about 4 hours.
Okay, well, we're trying to keep this to a good 30 minutes.
I know. Firstly, I shall once again, I've said this before on here, I'll say it again, I should be given the power to take people's driver's license away from them.
Yes.
It's shocking, is what it is.
I agree.
Case in point, this weekend, went to do my food shop as I normally do.
Indeed.
And as I was leaving, there was a car fire on a roundabout, sort of like heading away from the shop.
Oh,
fine,
right.
okay, car fire thing, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
The police were already there. The fire was already put out. The police had taken the roundabout down to a single lane.
Okay.
So, of course, that meant, like, as you were coming around the roundabout, it was 2 lanes trying to merge into 1 lane on the roundabout. So it wasn't...
Right.
There was a bit of traffic, basically.
Right.
The woman in the lane next to me
Yeah.
was so gormlessly rubbernecking to the point where she was just... And the problem is she was sticking out just far enough that I couldn't then merge into the lane in front of her.
Right. Okay.
And so I was trying to, like, eke out forward to be like, fucking move! And I think she then kept eking forward to see the wreck of the car.
Yeah. Nice.
And I was so close to getting out of my car and you know, being like, what speed is your car?
Yeah.
You know, or what size engine level? And when she's like, oh, it's 1.5, I'm like, oh my God, it's bigger than your IQ. So I just... I should be allowed to take people's driver's licenses away from them.
Yes.
And I know we all rubberneck. As I said, I clocked the burnt out car and I was like, ooh, burnt out car. I saw that it had already been put out.
Yep.
And I then carried on about my day.
It would have been more interesting if it was on fire.
Oh, if it was still on fire, yes. But then if it was still on fire, the police probably wouldn't be letting traffic move past it.
Well, exactly.
So we wouldn't have been able to see it anyway because we would have been way down the road in the traffic. Also, I was like, oh my God, how quickly did that car catch fire and the police already get there? Because that car was not on the roundabout when I drove past it to get to the shop.
Oh, wow.
And then by the, you know, my shop was 30, maybe 40 minutes long.
Yeah.
And by the time I come out, it's already caught fire.
Fair play. It must have happened pretty soon after you got off the roundabout.
It must have been right just after me. Which then I'm like, damn it, I missed the car fire. You know, or like today, as I was heading towards the cinema, coming to it's roundabouts. I really think that they've stopped training people how to do roundabouts.
Yeah, possibly.
Coming into a roundabout, of course, you give way to your right, correct, and there was traffic to the right, correct. So this lady wasn't moving.
Yes.
But there was a then steady stream of traffic coming from the other way, blocking the traffic on her right.
Right.
But not blocking her because they were then going down the road we were coming up, and it was just like, Move! Read the room. Read the lanes. The person who you have to give way to cannot move themselves, which means you can.
Yeah.
It annoyed me. It infuriated me.
I can tell, Ben. I can tell.
So there's that.
Yes.
Also had a customer visit. Well, it wasn't even my customer visit.
Oh, okay.
It was a colleague's customer visit, but they were taking them, like this customer wanted to go see the warehouse. Oh. And I knew where the warehouse was.
Right.
So I got volunteered to be the chauffeur.
Wonderful.
Yes, which then meant I had to wear t-shirt and trousers because, of course, my office, they let you wear whatever you want because there's still people working from home, blah, 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 blah. But when the customer visits, that's when you have to get into smart casual.
Yeah.
Of course, my fucking luck.
Yeah.
I have to dress up on the hottest day of the year so far.
Yes, wonderful.
Sitting there sweating my ass off.
Of course.
And then it was to the point it was that hot. I went, because thankfully it was a morning visit.
Right.
I went home on my lunch break and got into t-shirt and shorts. I was like, you can stay here all you want in the fancy clothes. I'm going home and getting changed. And they're like, oh, isn't that a waste of clean clothes? I was like, no, because I would be getting into this after work anyway.
Yeah.
What are you thinking I'm doing? Getting home and getting into my pyjamas? Because
I would be, but I'm going out.
Yes. And finally, why is it that it's the smallest scabs that bleed the most?
Oh, yes.
I've got this tiny little scab
Oh, okay.
on the back of my leg.
Right.
I got itchy the other day.
Yeah.
And usually when scabs get itchy, that means they're ready.
Yeah.
And so, give it a little scratch. And next thing you know, I feel like I've stood in a puddle.
Oh, really?
I looked down and my whole back of my leg
Oh, good lord.
was covered in blood.
Oh, wow.
And I was at my desk at work and I was like, I've somehow now got to get out of the office into either the staff room or the bathroom, the toilets, without anyone noticing the Niagara Falls that is coming out of the back of my calf.
Right, okay.
And I was just up quick, don't stop, just move. I was like, if anyone stops me, I'm just gonna be like, get out of my way! I've got a bloody leg coming, got a bloody stump! But yeah, there was loads of other things I wanted to complain about, but as always,
You've forgotten.
I've forgotten. There was one thing. So, you remember I had an umbrella that I really, really liked?
Yes.
Because it was Harry Potter themed.
Yes.
And then either my granddad or my dad broke it.
Yes.
I finally bought a replacement.
Okay.
And now I broke it.
Right.
So the replacement turned up.
Yeah.
And the handle wasn't stuck on properly.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, you know what? It's not a problem. I'll stick a little bit of super glue in it.
No.
Stick it on. Job's a good one. Bob's your uncle. I have a working umbrella.
No.
I left it to dry upside down.
Ah.
And so the glues then trickled down the stem and got into the little mechanism.
Yeah.
Yeah, that umbrella does not open no more.
No.
So I have a pretty stick.
We like pretty sticks. We are men.
I mean, I haven't thought about that. That could, people keep baseball bats by their beds for burglars. That could be my baseball bat.
Yeah. It'd be less conspicuous than a baseball bat.
I mean, it would be, why have you got an umbrella in your bedroom? I'd be like, why do you not have an umbrella in your bedroom?
Just in case it rains.
Yes. But it was the annoying thing is because, of course, when my dad broke it the first time.
Yes.
When I went to go buy it again, they stopped selling said umbrella in the UK. I had to order it from America, so I had to, I paid for international shipping. I waited forever, and then I broke it. I only got one use out of it.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
You know what? I think I've used an umbrella twice in my life.
Yeah, but because I walk to work.
I know.
If it's raining, it's an umbrella.
I get that, but I guess it's because I've always cycled or whatever.
Yeah.
But even when I've walked, I've just put waterproofs on.
Yeah, but I don't do waterproofs.
That's fair.
Because I just don't do waterproofs.
That's fair.
I haven't owned a coat, and this is one of the things my colleagues constantly keep reminding me. I haven't owned a coat in about 4 years.
Yeah.
They're like, how can you not own a coat? I'm like, easily.
Yeah.
I don't need it.
I drive.
And if not, I have an umbrella. But I don't
you don't
currently.
Now.
I have a stick.
Lucky it's still the summer, yeah?
Yeah. But payday was yesterday.
Yes, thank God it was.
Which means new umbrella has been ordered. This is the thing, I was like, can I email them and be like, yo, this umbrella don't work, it don't open, I want a replacement. Yeah. But I was like, wait, no, because I ordered it a couple of months back, so it's way past the 30-day cut off. Maybe I shouldn't have ordered it in summer.
Yeah,
because I ordered it past the 30-day cut off, and if they did any, if they were like, oh, can you send it back to us, they would then see the glue and I wouldn't get the replacement. So I was just like, fuck it, I'll just order a new one. It's fine.
It's fine.
On my new manager salary,
you can do it.
It's what, a takeaway. So I can sacrifice a takeaway.
It's £100.
No. What are you ordering at the takeaway?
Chinese, a bit of everything.
Oh yeah, you do that, don't you?
I love a Chinese takeaway.
You can't just or have a Chinese and have one thing.
I mean, I can. I'll get a main dish and a noodle or something or a rice. But I feel like you can justify when there's a few of you. Oh yeah, you can justify getting a few dishes, and then that way you can love a bit of
100%. 100%. But when it's just you and you fancy Chinese, you can It is allowed.
The problem is that I have to find the right level, because the issue is that if I'm too drunk, that's when I go for that's when I go all out. So I have to be like, no, I'm too drunk. I can't order a Chinese. I'll just get kebab and chips.
So maybe order the Chinese whilst just sober.
Yeah.
With a pickup time.
Yeah, could do.
And then glug, 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 glug.
Yeah, I'll forget.
And then when they put it in front of you, be like, where's the fucking rest of it?
Where's the rest of it? I want more.
Where's me chicken balls? You didn't order chicken balls. I want chicken balls!
Chicken satay on a stick.
Yes. Anyway, Paddy, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Ben. I've just had a pretty average week. Nothing spectacular to report, I'm afraid. Mm-hmm. Just usual stuff. Busy. No amusing anecdotes. However, I did manage to spill a full cup of coffee down myself when I was working the other morning. So I had to get a replacement shirt mid-shift. And then nobody noticed I went from wearing a pink shirt to a navy shirt. I clearly have that much influence in the building that everybody was just like, Paddy's still wearing the same shirt, as you do.
That, or they're just used to your 5 costume changes a day.
Well, I do like a costume change.
Of course you do.
However, no, I don't normally change that frequently.
Lies.
No.
Costume change every day.
No. Well, yeah, I mean, you should change your shirt.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But, no, unfortunately, apart from knocking a cup of coffee over
I did that once. I went home for my lunch, I spilt my lunch down me, and I changed the shirt.
Oh, okay.
Got to work, and I was like, no one's noticed that I've changed my shirt.
I know, it's quite... The fact that it even got changed in the building.
Yeah. Mine's a little bit sort of more understandable than yours, because I went from a navy t-shirt to another navy t-shirt, just like a slightly different design.
Yeah.
So it was like, why has no one noticed? Then I was like, wait a minute, it's the same fucking colour. Just the picture on the front is different.
The pattern is slightly different.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I went from wearing a nice, light, summery pink shirt to wearing a dark navy shirt.
It was a salmon. Come on, get it right.
No, it was pink. It wasn't salmon.
Was it fuchsia?
No, I would say it was just like, almost like a baby pink.
It's fucking pink. I'm just being facetious.
So I know, I was just winding you up on it. But no, apart from spilling a cup of coffee on me, that's about as exciting of a week I've had.
Woo!
I know, I lead such an interesting life.
Yeah.
But other than that, nothing to report, I'm afraid.
Mm-hmm.
Would you like to get into movie?
Let's do it, because I can't think of anything else to talk about.
Cool. So we've just been to see Kneecap. Which is a biopic, technically. Mm-hmm. It's based on 2 Irish rappers on their journey of their career, I guess, on trying to get the Irish language into
the hippity hops.
The hippity hops on the hoppity hips.
Yeah.
But Ben, you go first.
Not me first. Oh no!
I feel like I went first last time.
You did go first last time.
Aliens.
We didn't predict this.
So you can get to go first. It's your turn.
Right, so...
Actually, disclaimer. We will try and not be political.
Yes, I was about to say that.
Okay.
This is a very politically charged film.
It is.
As we've always said in this podcast and always promised, we try to stay as apolitical as possible.
Yes.
So that's the caveat. Mm-hmm. The second caveat is I am in no way, shape or form the right person to be making a comment on this film. Yeah. So everything I'm about to say, just ignore. Just skip to Paddy's review. He's literally, he's got a little bit more of a valid platform to comment on this. I have none.
Yes.
To me, it's a film.
Yes.
That exists. I don't know if I enjoyed it.
Okay.
It kept my attention. Mm-hmm. But that I think was only because I was in the cinema. Had this been at home, I would have been on my phone. Mm-hmm. And then because of course it's in Gaelic.
Yep.
I'd have then been like, the fuck's going on?
Yeah.
So take that as you will. That the only reason it held my attention was because I'm in the cinema and I'm forced to keep attention.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going to be a hypocrite and get my phone out in the cinema.
No, that would be awkward, Ben.
Yeah. It's complete sidebar because I've remembered one of the things I wanted to talk about.
Okay.
What is it with people, and the moment they get out of their own houses, they can treat the world like shit? What is that about? You should know
Because
this
it's
as you work in a hotel and people trash hotel rooms regularly.
Because people don't have respect for other people's property.
But why?
Because they don't raise their kids like they used to, Ben.
It's just, the reason I say that is because when I went for my pre-film pee,
Yes.
there was someone already in the toilets, and they were washing their hands, and they were wash, cup water, throw it across the room. Wash, cup water, throw it across the room.
Across the room?
Well, because of course the little
the sink.
The fancy toilets next to the screen that we were in has just the two sinks.
Yes.
They were in the left-hand sink, and they were throwing the water across the mirror and the right-hand sink.
Oh.
And I was so close to being like, the fuck you doing? Like, why? What purpose does this serve?
Was that the person that was sitting down from us?
Aha.
See,
It was.
So when he came in,
Yes.
he didn't even get to the stairs, and then he turned around and then went on his phone and walked straight back out again?
I think he got a phone call because, of course, I then
Yeah.
came in behind him and he was like, yeah, hello.
Yeah.
So I think he got a phone call.
So he didn't like sneeze all over the mirror then, or like...
No, he was cupping the water and then just throwing it. Maybe he sneezed over the mirror and that he thought, like, his logic was like, this is how to get rid of it quickly and you know...
Get rid of my boogers.
There's a lot more... Is the word surreptitious? Is that the word I'm looking for?
Pass. Me no do good with no words.
3 syllable too many. There's a lot more surreptitious ways to do that, if it was the case. But I was like, do I really open dialogue with this man whilst I've got my dick in my hand peeing? Like, do I venture down here?
Especially with the fact that in the position where you're on your idol as well, you can see everything in that mirror.
Yeah.
So awkward.
So he could probably see me looking over my shoulder at him going, the fuck is he doing?
And he's probably going, why is this guy watching me while he's taking a piss?
Yes. But mate, I'm watching you throw water. But why? What purpose? And it just reminds me of, you know, people trash hotel rooms and people trash public toilets. And it's like, why? Why do you do that? What benefit does it give you?
Yep. Yeah.
You know, I like it when people can, they've closed the public toilets, so I can't go out and have a piss, blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, it's because probably people keep breaking the bastards. What do you expect? Anyway, back to the film. That was my sidebar.
We digress.
I love to digress.
We do.
It's not a conversation with me unless there's 5 side stories, a second character introduced in the second half,
and then a plot twist.
And a plot twist at the end, exactly. Maybe that's why I hate M. Night Shyamalan, because he's me. Anyway, it is a film. It exists. It's a thing. I still don't know if I liked it or not. It held my attention because it had to. The fact that they've written it about themselves and they've starred themselves, like they haven't tried, because usually biopics they'll cast someone else.
Yeah.
Usually also because that person's dead.
Yeah.
But they've played themselves. A couple of them did it way better than a couple of the others. I'm not going to point out specific people.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
If we were giving a grade, it would not be a group grade.
Yeah.
It would be individual grades because someone's failing whilst the others are not.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what else to say about it because I don't feel like I can comment on it because it's a political film and we're trying to be apolitical.
What I can say is, on the political side of things, it was more political than I thought it was going to be.
100%.
I thought it was going to be more about their life and living within the situation, as opposed to a lot of, because there was a lot of side characters in there as well that were brought in that were about the politics of it all. But it also then did tie in very well.
Seeing as you started, do you want to give your review now then?
I shall carry on because I feel like you were very...
I've got nothing else to say.
I enjoyed the film. I enjoyed the music. I like rap music. I don't like all rap music, but I enjoy the bits that I like. I enjoyed the music from there. I thought there was certainly very amusing bits. I thought it was cleverly done because it wasn't like your classic just a straight film. There was fourth wall breaks. There bits where they were high and we've seen that before where like the screen, like you see their trips and things that. You know, like I thought it was very clever with the way that they used like the handwritten subtitles.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think there was very, very clever bits throughout the films, like even like the first person camera angles. I thought there was so many clever little bits like that. I thought it was very, very well put together. I'm now more interested in them. Like, I would happily go home and like do a little bit more research, maybe listen to some of their music. You know, I will not delve too much in the politics, but obviously in their life they grew up during the Troubles. You know, they are about the Irish language, and you know, maybe not necessarily, you know, wanting to be Irish freedom fighters, but they want to just speak their own language.
Yeah.
Just like, as they say, the Welsh do and the Scots. You know, they want to have their own language, which is fine. It's no different to any other country wanting to do that and then using English as the universal language. A lot of countries do. But I think overall I enjoyed this film. Would I rush to see it again? I'm not sure. It's very weird to see your phone light up than my phone light up.
Well, it's a group chat.
I know, but
What'd you expect?
It was weird because I saw it light up and I was like, moved over. I was like, oh, now mine's gone.
I just saw not happy, so someone's annoyed with us. Anyway.
Yeah. There was a message earlier as well, so. But I genuinely, I thought it was, like you said, a couple of the actors were not so great. The fact that they played themselves, you know, even with the fact that they, you know, they changed the names and like things like that, the fact that they are predominantly not actors, I think a lot of them did a good job. You know, the fact that also that Michael Fassbender was in this, rogue choice, but I know he does like a...
He likes an indie film.
He likes an indie film. So overall, I thought it was an enjoyable film. I think but like you said, you do have to pay attention to this movie. I did feel like some of the pacing, there was like some pacing issues. Because I looked at my watch thinking, right, we must be over, and we were an hour and 10 into it. And I was like, okay, so we've still got a half an hour left. You know, that kind of made me surprised. I was kind of expecting to look at my watch and go 20 minutes left. But then again, like we always say, like I wouldn't know what to cut out. I think it was just a little bit of a pacing issue because you had highs and lows and everything else. But overall, I enjoyed it. You know,
I would be interested to see what the people on the other side of the story have to say. The reason I bring that up is because, of course, Elton John heavily involved with Rocket Man. And Rocket Man puts him in a very positive light, puts his family in a very negative light. They then came forward and went, no, it didn't happen like that. Of course, this is written by them, you know, write the theme tune, sing the theme tune, This is written by them, starring them. Obviously, it's going to favour them in a positive light. I'm not saying it's all made up. I'm not saying that at all. Let me just preface that.
No.
But it'd be interesting to see if anyone from... Damn it, I need to go that way to get petrol later, but... Fuck. Anyway,
what?
That way.
Oh.
That's the way I go to get petrol, and it's closed. But yeah, it would be interesting to see if anyone from the other side would be willing to come forward and go, no, it didn't happen like that. I would be interested. No one ever will because it's such a politically charged thing. Whereas, you know, Elton John's family coming forward and going, no, it didn't happen like that. That's just a family feud. That's he said, she said. But this is a political thing. This is a lives have been lost over this. So like, no one's ever going to come forward because it'll be dangerous. But I would be interested.
I'd like to. Forward. But that's what I'm saying. Like you said, like with that, I would be interested to do some research about them. And kind of know a little bit more about them, whether or not, you know, because, you know, one of them, the dad is like, you know, a political guy, you know, a political freedom fighter and things like that. I would like to know if that's true or if that's just been made.
Train line!
For the story.
Well, the fact that that was Michael Fassbender, I think that was for the story.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, are they, you know, how much of their backstory in that film is true, or is it just, you know, is it just for that part of the story?
For the people watching on YouTube, there is an angry motorcyclist right behind me, and he's lighting us up very nicely. Ooh. Well, no, we're probably more in shadow than normal. He is very, very angry.
Why? Why is he angry?
Because I did the speed limit all the way along here. I know. How dare I?
How dare thy?
Thy?
Yeah. How dare thy not break the law?
You mean thou?
Thou?
Dare thou break the law?
Maybe.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Like we said earlier, English not my strong suit.
Try it in Gaelic. But yeah, any other thoughts?
No, I feel like I've pretty much hit all the nails on the head. Really, like I said, I think it was an enjoyable film, especially that. Like,
question for you, because I've openly said if I watch this on TV, I'd be on my phone and lost within seconds. Would you be able to keep focus if you would watch this at home?
I think I would, because I had some interest into it. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you got out of the cinema and you didn't realise that, like, they were playing themselves and things like that. I knew that going in, so that's why I was determined to kind of watch it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I wanted to watch it. It to me felt like a movie that I wanted to watch. I enjoyed the story. Yes, thank you, car. You know, I like that fact. So yeah, I think I would. Whether or not I'd pay attention the second time round would be a different matter. But I think if I'd watched this the first time at home, I would still pay attention.
Fair. Very much fair.
Should we do final thoughts?
Final thoughts. If you can't drive properly, give me your license. Yes. I should have some scissors in the glove compartment. There you go. You don't deserve it. Learn your roundabouts.
Apparently, it doesn't matter what shirt you wear, and while you're at work, if you change part way, nobody's going to pay attention.
No, it's just you. You're invisible. You're an invisible little wallflower.
Oh, that was sweet. Baby.
Wasn't there I'm talking about, is it the film, is it the importance of being a wallflower? Or am I mixing the importance of being an earnest with the wallflower film? The one with Emma Watson in.
That's the perks of being a wallflower.
Perks of being a wallflower. That's it. I knew it was the something of the wallflower.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're just him. You're just a little wallflower.
Didn't he get molested by his aunt? In the Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Me and you watched two different films.
Perks of Being a Wallflower?
I do not think he got molested by his aunt.
The guy that played Percy Jackson?
Yeah.
He got molested by his aunt.
Oh, I did not watch it. I was not paying attention.
You were not paying attention, man. That was the whole point of the film.
Story of my fucking life. I just thought he was in love with Emma Watson's character, but he was too shy to do anything about it.
Yeah, but his whole backstory is the fact that he fucking was molested by his aunt.
I did not pay attention in that film.
There's our sum up of Perks of Being a Wallflower as well, people, for you.
And a sum up for me, I do not pay attention.
Yeah.
Scabs be bleeding.
Why,
and why bleed so much?
Yeah.
Tiny little scab, why bleed?
Seems too much. And Kneecap. I thought it was a good film. I thought it was very interesting, enjoyable. I mean, if you have some...
if you're interested into the political history of the Troubles, it's probably a good film to watch. If you're also into hip-hop, it's a good film to watch.
Yeah.
Other than that, you're probably going to be lost.
Yeah, maybe. But with that all being said, thank you very much for joining us. Comment down below, have you seen this week's movies? Have you had a scab that bled a lot? Do you
get pissed off by drivers who don't know how to do roundabouts?
Yes. All of them marvellous things. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell. Comment down below, and please do give us a 5-star review if you are listening on Spotify. Thank you very much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.
Bye guys.